Hello everyone. Here we are going to start our program with only a relevant understanding of the lens. We will not be very technical, as I guess most of the camera and lens buyers are not technically sound. So we will understand the lens and its relation with the camera through concepts only. Now you might be thinking, why should we start with the lens in the beginning instead of the camera? Because the lens is the gateway of light for the camera, or you can also say the lens is the eye for the camera. It controls the light in many ways so that the camera can perform different variations with the light. Without the lens, the camera won't be able to focus and zoom on anything properly. So the lens does the foremost important job for the camera. Thereby, if the lens performs incorrectly, the camera will not be able to capture anything. Understanding the lens helps significantly to understand the performance of a camera. But before understanding the lens characteristics and elements, we should know about some features, definitions, and fundamental aspects of the lens. This is a typical lens model, and these are the functions that a lens contains on its body. Here you can see the lens adapter. Using this, you can only connect a lens to the camera body. This is a lens diameter. This diameter printed on here is actually the diameter of the lens, but the diameter of different glass elements of the lens can be different. However, the diameter of the front element matters a lot, as this is the actual entrance of the light in the camera. Now this is the focusing ring of the lens. In case if we need to focus manually, we can use this barrel ring to adjust the focus properly, as some of the cameras don't offer autofocusing, and that time we need to focus manually using this manual focus ring. Similarly, the lens also contains a zoom ring to zoom in or magnify anything. Under the zoom ring, you can see the focal length indicator. Now what focal length is? The distance between the principal focus and pole of the mirror or center glass element is called focal length. You can find the focal length of a lens printed on here. Generally, the focal length is being calculated in millimeters. These are the F numbers of the lens. You perhaps know what is F number. It's actually the ratio between the focal length and the diameter of the entrance element. Often we use the aperture term to denote the F numbers. So let's understand what aperture is and how it's associated with the F number of the lens. The diameter of the spherical mirror is called aperture. The aperture is the gateway of light in the camera. For obvious reasons, the bigger the lens diameter is, the greater the light entering the camera. However, this front diameter is not the effective aperture of the lens. The effective aperture depends on the diameter of the diaphragm hole. Now, to understand the relation between F numbers and aperture, we need to know one more component of the lens, which is the lens diaphragm. This is the diaphragm blade. Generally, a lens contains a group of diaphragm blades to make a hole that can control the light that enters to the camera. Now the F numbers are the ratio of the effective aperture size and the focal length. In the third chapter of this program, you will get further clarity about this topic. Now moving on to the next chapter, where we will learn some more exciting facts of the lens.